What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a look at this, the LCE Performance 911 Turbo, the 992.1 with their 900 horsepower package. Now, we have already tested that car a few years ago, back when the 992 Turbo S was released, because that's how long LCE have been developing this package for this car, for this platform. They were there from day one, and now it's been what, 3 years, something like that, and now it's for me to find out how they improved on their package. Now, this is their demo car, their development car. It's done over 80,000 kilometers with this package. Now, what does that package include? It's a turbo. It basically has two turbos, and they have both been upgraded, as well as the downpipes and the exhaust. And they also upgraded the intercoolers. So this is typical for the turbo. This is where it sucks in the air, or ducts in the air, to cool down that turbocharged air, which is quite hot because of the compression, and then the intercooler cools that down again and pushes it into the intake manifold, and that's how you generate more horsepower. I really love this spec, by the way. Very classic silver 911, and it also has the forged wheels by LCE Performance, made for the center locks for the Turbo and Turbo S. Now, this is a massive wheel. It's a 22 inch and it's a 335 section, so it's a super wide tire, and behind that we have steel brakes. Now, this is the only handicap this car has, because I just did a 300 km/h run. You definitely need the carbon ceramics if you do very high speeds, because it will of course be able to do very high speeds. Now, the guys at LCE explained me that when we test drove this the first time, the mapping wasn't ready for 300 plus. So yeah, a lot of you also commented like, okay, it's super quick, but after 300 it died a little. And we completely agree, it did. But as I said, it was a development car. They only did the mapping right up until 300, something like that. But now it's all done.
But first, here's my new car. We've bought a BMW X5 45e for product development, and partly just as a nice car to use, also as a rental car for customers, but mainly as a stage 2 development car. Really nice car, super comfortable, nice spec, just how we like it. But of course, we first did a car vertical report on it, because that's what we do every time when we buy a new car. So if you use code AUTOBAN, you get a 20% discount on one of these beauties. I've printed it out over here, so let's have a look. Of course, we did the commercial use check, which means that it hasn't been used as a taxi or as a rental car, a police car or a demo car. Theft was not stolen in the past. They checked 900 databases in over 25 countries to sniff out every detail about the history of the car. Mileage checks out as well, which is great. Legal status check, no records found. We've got damages. Well, we do have one damage report. May 2023, estimated repair cost 5,000 to 10,000 euros, which is, well, not nothing. It's quite a big repair, but we don't really know what that is. However, it was reason enough for us to have it up on a lift, just have a look around underneath to just make sure that it hasn't been in a car crash or whatever, but everything looks really good. In this case, we don't have photos of the damage, but most of the time when there are damages, you have some pictures on Car Vertical Report. I'll show you an example of a report with photos now. They get that from insurance databases, because with every claim you have to submit photos of the damages as well, which is super handy. Natural disaster exposure, we don't get a lot of those here, so nothing. Market value is also nice. You get an estimate of what the car is worth, so you don't pay too much based on the mileage. Specs and timeline, which is also cool, that you have a timeline of all the different owners and all the different, well, notifications or records that you have on the car. And then to end with, you have a final page with helpful tips like a checklist you can use to check everything on the car you're about to buy to make sure that you're making a right decision. So, car vertical report, make sure you do this. We do it with every car we buy. Autobahn for 20% off on car vertical. Enjoy the video.
So let's just go for a quick test drive. If you haven't seen the sound video of this car, because it has this stainless steel exhaust from LCE Performance, they also offer titanium options. Go click in the top right corner because it sounds really, really good. And everything has been TÜV approved, so even the downpipes. So the exhaust comes with a remote, so 1 is open, 2. As you can hear, this is closed, open. Let's just open her up, both the exhaust and the car. So the 3.8 flat 6 bi-turbo no longer has 650 horsepower but 900, and torque has gone up to 1000 Newton meters. And it's all linked to the PDK dual clutch gearbox, which just handles it, no problem. And that's also why you can do 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, which is absolutely insane. Okay, let's put the car into sport mode, and you get these little burbles. Listen to this. Oh, that's good. And then you get these bangs from the upgraded exhaust. Really, really cool. Let's just keep those open. That's just a massive sound. Okay, I'm going to hit ESC Sport. Make sure my tires aren't dirty. And then do a launch control in the tunnel. Yes, sir. Let's clean those up. Okay, watch this. 2.5 seconds is freaking massive. Oh, jeez! Okay. That'll wake you up. Absolutely ridiculous how quick this car is. Oh, and the sound. Wow. Okay. Wow. Really impressive. So, the stock 992 Turbo S, the 992.1, cannot judge the 0.2 just yet, but I do think it's a bit, don't get me wrong, it's a bit tame. If you talk to Turbo S owners, they fully agree. They're just like, yeah, it's a fast, you know, 4S basically. It doesn't have that raw character of the old turbos, where, you know, you would wait for that turbo to kick in and just hold on for dear life. This has that character, that Widowmaker character, as you just saw. You're like, okay, point it in the right direction and just go for it. It's a hell of a sensation, really. The exhaust that's currently on here is a prototype, so they're working on getting the sound just right. So with the valves open, they now have a little bit of a resonance in the rear box, and they are continuing development to get rid of that. So yeah, they're not doing half work over there at LCE Performance. They are really doing a fantastic job. It is ridiculous. Really ridiculous. Okay, now let's hit the Autobahn, because, you know, there's no point doing B roads with this car. It's just way too quick. Sure, just go. I do hope we get a bit of space, because this is quite a busy Autobahn section, but Move over, Mr. Porsche, thank you. And the raw sound that you get, you have this raw power delivery, which I think is fantastic. It really reminds me of the old turbo models, but also the raw sound really adds to that. I think a 911 turbo should scare you just a little bit. And this is scary, really. It can definitely surprise you from time to time. I just had wheel spin at like 100, all four wheels, cold tires. A little poo came out, but that's what we want. Well, that's not what we want, but space on this tiny Autobahn that we're entering right now. I forgot, it also has a KW V4 suspension kit, and I think it's quite lovely. We have these massive wheels, but normally with these 22 inches I think they're a little too large, but in combination with this KW V4, really, really good. And I just can't believe the car has done 83,000 kilometers. 83,000, that's actually quite a lot. Let's pull a little gap right here. It's completely empty behind me. Come on. Okay, here we go. Yes, yes, things are looking good. We do have to bear in mind it's on steel brakes, so I'm not going to do anything here. Oh, snapped my neck there. Oh, it's so good. Nothing like a 911 turbo for just raw speed, zero effort. That's the 911 turbo recipe. Thank you guys for watching. It was a little shorter than usually, but I think we still enjoyed it, right? Go check out this video, go check out the playlist, and please help us out by subscribing to the channel. Thanks guys, bye.